everybody, it's the Van Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we have a very special guest. We have Dee Cee Cornish. Say hello, Dee Cee.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Dee Cee, I'm so excited to have you on the show again. Now, Dee Cee, we want to learn about you. So first of all, tell everybody where you're from.
Well, my name is Dee Cee Cornish. I'm a native Texan. I was born in East Texas, lived in Houston, but I joined the military, and in the time I was in the military, I got a chance to put my foot on 5 of the 7 continents of this planet.
Wow.
But just like anybody got any sense, I made it back to Texas just as fast as I could.
There you go.
And I live in Fort Worth now.
Oh, wow. So you're right here in town.
Yeah. Now, the people that live here in Fort Worth, we don't call it Fort Worth. We call it Funky Town.
Whoa, Funky Town.
One of the things I like to do when I'm telling stories, is that's what you're asking me about.
Yeah.
Is I always like to tell stories that make kids laugh. Because believe it or not, when you're making kids laugh, the endorphins start going and they're more receptive to ideas and information. And they seem to store it better. I always did like making kids laugh, and that kind of what led me into storytelling.
Oh?
Yes. I was working at St. Teresa's Home for Catholic Charities, and they would send the kids to work with me, and it was supposed to be punishment. But it got to be so much fun. And that was when I realized that I loved working with children and telling stories and using my stories to guide them in directions and help them to learn things. And it came to the point to where I decided this was what I wanted to do in life. And I took a chance.
Yeah?
I took a chance. And you know how they say if you find something you love, you'll never work another day in your life?
Yep.
I haven't had a job since 1996.
Wow. Dee Cee, that's awesome.
Yes, I actually have written my first ebook. That's right.
Tell us about that.
Well, my ebook is called Teaching Tales and At-Risk Youth.
Oh.
I love working with children that are at risk. Now, there are those that will say all children are at risk, and they all are. But some are in need of just a little bit more extra care. And teaching tales are found in every culture of the world. All the cultures of the world have teaching tales. A quick teaching tale is there were 2 men, and they were in a boat. And as they were rowing the boat, all of a sudden, one of the men got a drill and drilled a hole in his side of the boat.
What?
The water started coming in, and the other man looked at him and said, "Hey, man, why you drill a hole in the boat like that? What's wrong with you? The boat gonna sink. What's going on drilling that hole? You done lost your mind?" And the other man told him, said, "I don't know why you worried about it. I drilled a hole on my side of the boat."
Well, yeah.
But what does that story teach us?
That our actions have consequences to others.
That we're all in the same boat. We need to realize that no matter what we do, sometimes the things we do will affect others.
Yep. That's right. I mean, we're all floating around on this big blue marble.
No matter what it boils down to, we're all in the same boat.
That's right.
We're all in the same boat.
And so now, Dee Cee, it sounds like this is a book for educators and adults to learn how to do kind of what you do for kids. Is that right?
The book is designed for adults and educators and librarians, people that are going to be communicating with young people. Because one of the things in there, one of the first tenets in there that I teach is teach, don't preach. Teach, don't preach.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you're standing there and you start pontificating to these kids, they tune you out.
Yep.
But if you're teaching them something and you're engaging them in an active conversation, oftentimes they're so much more receptive to the ideology that you're giving them, you know?
Yeah. How can people connect with this ebook that you've published?
Now, the ebook that I published is called, as I said, Teaching Tales and the At-Risk Youth, and it can be Story Crossroads. If you go to Google Story Crossroads, .org or .com, I can't remember which one, but if you do that, you can join, and if you're a new member, it's free.
Ooh.
It's free to all new members when you pay your membership fee.
That's
and It's a
awesome.
wonderful book, and I think it would be a book that would be appropriate not just for educators and teachers, but parents as well.
Now, DC, you want to play a game with me?
Okay, all right, I got time.
Yeah? All right, cool. Now, the game we like to play on this show is called Truth or Dare. You like how dramatic I made that?
Okay.
So, now, DC, which one would you like to choose? Truth or Dare?
Dare.
Dare? Well, I'll
Okay.
tell you what, I dare you to tell me about a time when you lied.
Oh my God. When I lied. Well, to be honest with you, I'm a professional liar.
What?
That's right. I'm a 5-time Texas State champion liar.
What?
And the truth is, if you want me to lie to you,
Please.
you got to pay me. I don't lie for free.
Oh. Well, I tell you what.
And that's the truth. You start out with something that's completely feasible. Like there was a little boy, and he was a bad little boy. And since he was a bad little boy, you know what?
What?
He would come home from school, he'd track mud all in the house, and when he make his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he'd get peanut butter and jelly on everything but the bread. He threw his dirty clothes over, he didn't do his homework, and when his sister would come home and see it, you know what she would say?
What's that?
I hate you.
Ooh.
And so his mama came home and she told mama. And mama, she said, baby, you got to stop doing like that. Your sister's so angry and it hurts her feelings. And you love your mama, don't you? Yeah, mama, I love you. Well, if you love me, you got to help your sister. Promise to be good. I promise, I promise. So he started changing his ways. He changed his ways. And he became real good. And he started doing all the things he was supposed to. And his mama told him, that he told his mama, if you ever need anything, just go, help, help. And I'll say, I'm coming, mama. And he was a good little boy. But you know what happened? One day, he was at home. It was a Saturday morning. And he wasn't bothering nobody. And they were just in the house. Sister went with her friends. They was hanging out. And then all of a sudden, he heard, help, help. It was coming from his mama's room. So he ran up the steps. Now, when he ran up the steps, he opened the door. When he opened the door, there was his mama. She was standing by the window. And
What?
you know what? She was being kidnapped by 2 ninjas.
No! What? Are you kidding? Oh, wait.
And if you want to hear the rest of that story, you got to go to my YouTube channel.
I did not expect that. DC, thank you so much for coming on the show and
You're
sharing
welcome,
your
you're
wonderful
welcome.
talent with us. Goodbye.
Bye.